welcome.
Oh, welcome.
To the Book Coven. Yes. I forgot what we were called for a hot second.
Welcome to that unnamed show.
Cue the music.
Cue it. Right here.
Boom. There it is. At that exact spot. Right? That over there is Chelsea.
And that's Lillian.
And today we are finishing up our YA month. What a month.
Oh, yes.
This is the last one.
This was a YA book.
Yeah. We only had 2.
Threw me for a whirl.
This one is The Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall. Oh, sorry, I hurt my finger.
Oh, my finger.
Wow, I could have died.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay.
Okay.
Hot synopsis coming at you.
Hit it up.
Sarah's sister disappeared 1 year ago, and only Sarah knows where she is. That sounded very movie trailer. I like that. Becca went to find the ghost of Lucy Gallows and is trapped on a road. In the sleepy town of Briar Glen, Lucy's road is nothing more than local lore, but Sarah knows it's real, and she's going to find it. When Sarah and her skeptical friends meet in the forest to search for Becca, the mysterious road unfurls before them. All they have to do is walk down it, but the path to Lucy is not of this world, and it has its own rules. Every mistake summons new horrors, vengeful spirits, and broken, angry creatures are waiting for them to slip, and no one is guaranteed safe passage. The only certainty is this: the road has a toll, and it will be paid. Sarah knows that if she steps onto the road, she might not come back, but Becca needs her, and Lucy is waiting. Wow.
God damn it, Lucy. So it was YA month, but it was also Vanishing Sisters month.
Yeah. You know what? It sneaks in. You lose one, you lose them all.
Yep. I guess that's a popular YA theme. I don't know.
Amber
My
Alert
sister.
month.
Yeah.
Amber Alert.
Amber Alert month, January. Oh.
Nah, they're older. They're just like, they're missing. Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Oopsie.
No one calls the police.
Yeah.
Well, they do. I shouldn't say that.
She ran off with her boyfriend.
So our food and drink pairing today.
Oh, yeah.
I made a pizza, a vegan pizza, because my thinking was there was that house that was all fleshy. The walls were flesh, and I thought, well, pizza kind of looks fleshy.
It can.
Melted. I tried to make a face, but that went sideways fast, so I just threw a bunch of shit on it. But it looks like a good pizza.
If it was a face, there'd be less toppings. So
yeah. It looks delicious.
It does.
Got some hefty fat sausage.
Sausage.
And then our drink here is something I threw together.
Ichor.
Yeah, well, let's call it black ichor.
There you go.
Because of the darkness.
Cheers. Because the darkness chases them.
This vodka might be tainted. Ooh, that's good, though.
That's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's sweet, and then it's sour. Oh, but a good ending. Brendan's right. Good ending.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if we die because of tainted vodka, I would like it on record.
Yes. I'm not offended. I have served us leftover Christmas cookies.
Oh, but they look so cute. That's the molasses cookie right there. Throwback from... What's it called? What was it called?
The Invited?
No.
Little
girl goes missing in the woods. A classic.
Wait.
The Winter People.
Winter People. We literally just read that.
Did that, yeah. Yeah, and then
it was also Jennifer McMahon. That's why I said The Invited. Okay, okay.
A square too. If I see a square of some sort.
Yeah, it's just a cookie square.
Ooh.
I made them. I froze them. Never tried them until Christmas Day.
Are they good?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I was happy about that.
I'm so excited to eat all of this.
And then the vegan Nutella.
And then we should get samosas also after.
I agree.
Excellent.
What's a Saturday without a samosa? What's a Wednesday morning commute without a samosa?
So I like this book.
I loved this
It was amazing. Docked a few points for the ending. We'll get there.
Yeah.
A little disappointing.
Having to read it twice, the ending.
Yeah.
Threw me back. But on the second read, I was like, I really like it still.
It is amazing, even with
fantastic.
the ending. The whole rest of the book.
Oh my God.
It's set up, it's like a very found footage film, movie-ish, Blair Witch Project-ish.
100%.
It's, it always goes back and forth. So it starts, Sarah's being interviewed by this lad, Dr. Ashford.
Dr. Ashford.
And And then it goes back into the past too. So we know that she goes on the road and she comes out. We know for sure she survives the road. Mm-hmm. But he's questioning her, so we know something went awry.
Yeah.
And then it goes to text messages between the friends, video evidence, newspaper clippings, shit like that. And then also she's writing her account of what happened that night. So that's like the normal book format. Mm-hmm. It's all very exciting.
It is. I love the changes in perspective. I love the changes in the writing. Like, now it's Sarah's point of view. Now it's the interview. Very cool.
So you never really know what's happening, who's lying.
And the found footage. I like the camera shots.
Yes.
Very cool.
Very hard to do in a book, but they nailed it.
They did. Fucking nailed it.
It's this one generally spooked me at times, which is hard for a YA novel, because the ones I've read, even when I was a youth, which I'm not anymore, they're not really scary. It's more like funny slasher kind of horror. But this one was spooky.
This is only like my second YA, so
yeah. When they go into the first gate, the darkness, I was very spooked.
I was having trouble reading this in bed. Which is good. Which is that's what you want. If it's a spooky book, you want to be spooked, right?
It's got everything you need. It's got this group of teenagers.
Yep.
They're all fucking idiots. They all have secrets. There's lies between them.
And they're all distinct characters. It's not one of those books where everyone's just personality.
It's very diverse too.
Yeah, everyone like Mel is like has this weird sense of humor that no one else really has.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, I don't know, the rebel lesbian chick, the token lesbian.
That went down the wrong pipe.
Yep. Good job.
Oh my God.
Glass in your lungs.
Yep. Oh, what a fun game. Who gets the glass in their cup? So the gist of the story here, Becca, Sarah's sister, goes missing because she feels she hears a call from Lucy Gallows, who's actually Lucy Callows, which is a stupid name.
But that makes sense though, right? Because like every town legend, when there's like a ghost story, people get things wrong.
Yeah. There's the famous local lore that this girl went missing when she was a kid, or not a kid, she's like 16.
Wow.
And she found this. Her brother said that this road magically appeared in the forest, and he saw her on, and then it like swallowed her up, and she disappeared. He got charged for murder. She was never found. Becca claims that she can hear Lucy calling to her. Fucks off to find the woods, the road. Disappears. A year goes by. Sarah has pushed away all her friends. That's her little thing. And she's desperately trying to find her sister, and believes in the road now. She wants to find this road.
Well, she found a journal, her sister's journal, in her sister's bedroom. The kind of like, nothing in it really makes sense. It's like scribbles all over the place, but it's kind of talking about the road and about having keys for the road and all the little...
I found a spooky journal in my brother's room.
Right?
I would fucking love that.
Now he's just going to plant one there to lead you astray.
Nah, he doesn't fucking listen to this podcast.
Good point.
All that's in his room is like video game shit. Books on snakes.
Oh, yeah, nothing spooky in there.
A road could magically appear in front of him and he'd just be like, and walk away.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit.
Fair enough. I mean, would you walk down the road?
Probably. I would regret it instantly, but...
Yeah. I mean, they have to follow the rules, right? Like, stay on the road. It seems simple. It's like, okay, I'm just going to follow rules. But it's never so easy.
So the whole school gets this text message from Lucy saying to find Becca, she's on the road.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks Sarah sent it because she's been kind of obsessed about it since
Spoiler
her sister went
alert,
missing.
she did send it.
Yeah, she did. But she's all like, no, I didn't send it.
Yeah, and you don't find that out until the very end.
Yeah. And so she gathers her friends, and it's a classic group of mismatched, sad, lying teens. Yeah. Anthony was in love with Becca, but he didn't believe her about what she saw, so she went down the road with some other dude.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah. Didn't end well for those two. No. Sarah is in love with Mel, but they're both idiots.
And Anthony, kind of. She like has a crush on Anthony.
She had a crush when she was younger, but then she realized she has feelings for Mel.
And she's like, yeah, I like Mel.
And Mel loves her. Like, they both love each other, but neither of them thinks that the other one likes
so they don't
the other.
say anything. Yeah.
Typical teenage idiots.
Yeah, 100%.
So they're just both like, no. And Mel brings 2 girls with her on her quest, just to
a date for some reason, and then Miranda, some other girl,
just to piss off Sarah. Guys, just say you love each other.
Yeah.
And then Trina and Kyle have a stepdad who beats them. And Trina may or may not have killed him to get her and Kyle away from him and come on this quest.
Yeah. And Kyle brought Vanessa, who's like...
No, Nick brought Vanessa.
Oh, Nick brought Vanessa.
Yeah, Nick is like, what was his damage? I think he was fine.
I think Nick was like the normal guy.
Yeah.
Like, I've got no issues and I'm going to die right away, so you don't get to know me.
Yeah, exactly. Nick and Vanessa go, they're the first to go.
Yeah, Vanessa brought him, I guess, because she really wanted to try this whole thing. She's very distinct. She has a stutter. She's not actually friends with anyone in this group. She just is like the local history nerd. Like, she knows a lot about
she's dating Nick, and Nick
everything.
is part of the group.
She wasn't dating Nick, was she?
Yeah, they were.
Really?
I think they were together.
I don't think they were dating.
Oh. Well, I don't know. They're teenagers. They probably made out or something.
Probably. And then Jeremy.
Jeremy was Anthony's friend.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's also deaf.
Yeah.
Everyone in the group knows sign language, which
there's
is pretty cool.
There's everyone. There's a deaf kid. There's lesbians.
Yeah. This book's got everybody.
Adopted Asian sister.
Yeah.
There's black people. There's like every she nails them all.
I love it.
Boom.
Good for her. It made it fun. It made it like, made it so that you really know who each character is.
Who,
which is wonderful.
Good to not have so many white people. If white people went on this road, oh boy.
God. Just plain unintelligent white people.
Pizza. Let me get this pizza.
So everything gets like very cool, very fast.
Yeah, because the road just magically appears in front of them.
At midnight, right? So they get there, the road appears, and they're like, wow, fuck, it's real.
Yep.
Do we actually do this? We need to be in pairs. There were too many of them, right? So 3 of them ended up holding hands.
Sarah in the journal, it states the following rules. Just 1 second. Okay. Yeah, so the rules are don't leave the road. When it's dark, don't let go. And there are other roads, don't follow them. Very spooky. So they all decide to pair off. There's 9 of them. That's important.
But you're supposed to be in pairs.
There's 9. So the 2 girls that Mel brought, one of them fucks off early. I don't know why she was even there.
Mel pissed her off by saying something, and she's
and then
just like, oh my God, why am I here?
Miranda straight away, something's not right with that one.
Yeah. Sarah had dreamed about Miranda the night before.
Yeah, and then the girl that fits her description. And she knows that she dreamed about it, but she was just like,
anything.
Huh.
She's, okay.
No. Question that.
Yes.
And then when she takes a picture of her, the picture's weird. Like her skin doesn't look right. So you know something's going on with Miranda. Yeah. So they go into this road. It seems fine. They see the gate. So they're all supposed to bring keys, just regular keys, house key, car key, whatever.
And they're the keys to the gate.
Yeah, this gate is all black on the other side. Pitch black.
Yeah.
Spooky. Here's where it gets real spooky. I hated this chapter. It
was terrifying.
My nightmare. Yeah. So they go in a pair at a time into pitch blackness. When they step through, they can't see anything around them. It's just black. And they are overwhelmed with the urge to let go of each other. There's where that rule comes in. Don't let go.
Don't let go.
But they really, really want to let go. And of course, they fuck up the rules already because Sarah lets go.
Yep.
But then she grabs Anthony and all seems well. Yep. But then she hears Anthony behind her.
Oh, yeah.
And guess what? She's not grabbing Anthony.
She's not holding Anthony's hand.
And that Anthony's trying to pull her off the road.
Yes.
So
loved it. And she's like freaking out and trying to let go.
That's
he's
horrifying.
Like grabbing her hand even tighter.
Of course. Classic horror move. I knew that. That's not fucking Anthony.
Yeah, you don't just grab a hand in the dark. You say, you poke it and say, Anthony,
are you Anthony?
No. Oh, no, fuck.
So she makes it out, and she's like, it's fine. I was just trying to get off the road.
Yep.
But I didn't go off the road.
And they had to take 13 steps or whatever.
Yeah. So they all come out one at a time. And then as soon as the last person emerges from the darkness, it disappears. And it's just a normal gate with woods behind them.
Yep.
And they're like, cool.
And you get your first glimpse of like something's not right because Vanessa says she lost her glasses in the darkness. But like almost in the next breath, she's wearing her glasses. Because she ends up saying, like, Vanessa said this, and then she pushed her glasses up on her nose.
So the author does a really good job because
I thought I was crazy.
No, I know. Because when you read Ashford's interview with Sarah, he shows her a picture of Nick.
Yes.
And what the fuck was that?
I know, it was terrifying.
Was that a demon ghost or was that Brandon?
It might be a demon.
All right. Please, we're recording.
Excuse me.
So
settle down.
He shows her a picture of Nick and she's like, well, who the fuck's that?
Yes.
She has no memory of Nick.
No memory of one of her best friends.
Yeah. And then I personally, because she writes things so casually, you don't pick up on things right away. So it moves on. She's like, all right, so she forgets about Nick at some point. And then like a chapter goes by and Vanessa, I think, mentions something about how like there's 8 of them.
Yeah.
Now, and I was like, huh?
But there's 9.
I was like, wait a second. And then I realized like we haven't heard from Nick in so long. And I had to flip back and like you do see him leave the darkness, but then after that there's no mention of him.
Exactly. So it like makes you forget.
Yeah. And she has her glasses again. Yeah. Which is, Vanessa is.
And then Vanessa. She ends up not stuttering anymore.
Yeah, which they don't pick up on until later because they forget about it.
Yeah.
Because you eventually find in another interview with Ashford, he pulls up video recording from, I think, Kyle's phone. So after they got out of that blackness, Nick was holding Vanessa's hand, but then in the woods ahead of them was Vanessa, who was like armless and fading away off the path. And she disappeared. And then they were like, what the fuck? And the other Vanessa was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And Nick winds up off the path and he disappears too. And then the fake Vanessa was like, don't worry, you won't remember this.
Yeah. And then the memory just completely fades from them.
So fucked up. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. I even wrote like, wait, 8? Are there 9? Did someone leave? What's happening?
This whole book is full of bamboozles.
Yep.
And she sneaks him in. So good. There are so many moments where I had to flip back, like, hold on a minute here.
And then there's the terrifying crow that's screaming. They hear like a woman scream.
It's like Annihilation.
It ends up being a crow. And I'm like, oh, well, that's pleasant. That's not scary at all.
I think Jeremy's like, this is fine. It's fine.
Everything is okay.
Move on.
Yeah. But then they get to gate 2 and there's a kid like sitting at the gate. And as they talk to him, so he is very incoherent. He's completely lost his memory. Yeah. He said all he knows is that he's waiting for Zoe and that he like thinks he knows he met Becca. But then as they get closer, he's actually a part of the gate. The gate is like growing through him. That was also very Annihilation, which is wicked.
Yeah.
Because that's a dope movie. Gotta read that book.
Yeah, he gives him some sinister
you guys sure you want to go in gate 2?
And they're like, no, we got to go through gate 2.
I'm right here.
Because I get the sense that you can't just turn around and leave this road when you're on it.
I don't think so.
You're kind of fucking on it. So they're like, all right, here we go.
Because he turned back and was waiting. And I think turning back is what fucked him over and made him a part of the gate. Now he's a part of the road and he just lives there forever.
Yeah. Of course, time does not work the same on the road.
Yep.
You don't sleep, you don't eat, and you don't age. Who knows when you're on it? How long you're on it. So I go through the next gate. I'm chewing.
I kept thinking Miranda was only there because the memory was implanted. Because Miranda kept acting weird too. Yeah,
like when spooky she'd say like scary shit, like we have to go before the sunset rises.
Yeah, like she knew too much.
Yeah, and she was always just staring off at nothing.
And it's like, but you were brought here by a friend.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
it's spooky.
It's clearly Miranda ain't right. And then in the next town, that's when they all clue in that Vanessa isn't Vanessa. because the price in this town to get to the next gate is a sinner has to pay.
Yes.
And Trina thinks it's her because she murdered her stepdad.
Yeah.
And
but Sarah knows. She feels it like in her bones
like
that it's Vanessa.
Yeah, but she doesn't quite know why.
Yeah. She doesn't remember.
A lot of fuckery.
And then they're like, wait a second. Don't you have a stutter?
He's like, LOL, let's keep going.
Yes, I do. I'm stuttering
the town
right
is
now.
like overrun with all these weird fucking people, and they're trying to grab Trina and get her out of there. And then they're going to kill her, so Sarah just pushes
Vanessa
in there, and they take her instead.
Oh my God.
And everyone's
what if she was wrong?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You just murdered our friend.
No,
and she's desperately trying to tell them, like, no, she wasn't Vanessa. And Miranda's being a fucking weirdo. And then sure enough, the sun rises and blackness sweeps across the land. So they have to grab each other's hands and fuck off.
Yeah.
But oopsie, they forget to grab Miranda. So they turn around and she's gone, but she was never really there. She's a ghost.
It's a secret. That was gate 2. How many gates were there? 7? 6?
How many what?
Gates.
7.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All of them were just a peach.
Oh, bundle of fun.
Yeah. And each one, they had to use a different key of theirs. So, like, you would use your house key and it would open the door.
Oh,
I mean, that's easy. Imagine games were like that where you didn't actually have to find the key. Like in Hunter the Reckoning, it's like, I didn't kill enough zombies. I didn't get the key yet.
Fuck, I love that game.
But you just, like, instead you just say, well, I used my car key. And away we go.
Man.
It's a good game.
I think the next part was the scary giant monster, right?
Oh, I think it was.
Yeah, they go, they have to cross this lake, which someone else said was a bog. So then you see, like, the road is slightly different for every traveler.
Yeah.
And they meet this other fucking wayward soul who's just wandering around like, I'm lost.
And it's Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe fucked up.
Poor Zoe.
And she has some video evidence of what happened to her, which was not great. She basically gets ripped apart by this huge fucking antler creature who chases them. Oh, this pizza's getting cold. Oh.
Typical antler creature.
Yeah, so they have to stay on the road, but they can only do that because they can feel the stones because it's covered by the lake.
You gotta, like, really watch your footing. So I feel like they're probably taking the tiniest of steps. Or is each thing 13 steps?
No, they have to follow the whole road down there to the next gate.
Yeah.
But they start getting chased by this fucking giant monster. Not a good time. Jeremy at one point fucks off to grab the other girl because he feels bad.
Oh, he thinks he needs to save Zoe.
He doesn't leave the road technically. He kind of does.
He, like, lunges over with, like, one foot and grabs her.
And he falls behind. And it's enough to get a target on his back because when they all come out of the gate, the monster's basically like, I'm coming after you, son.
He's chasing Jeremy. And Jeremy's holding this,
I got you set, boy.
Dead girl. Yeah, and he's running with her.
She fades away, so I guess he did.
Yep.
Save her. Although, do you really save anyone on this road?
I mean, now she's not just a wayward traveler. She's probably at peace because I imagine she's just been wandering.
The last gate.
Was she?
Because there was that crowd of people that.
Oh, you're right.
I really don't think anyone leaves this.
Probably not.
Fucking road.
You're just stuck there. But he did make it.
Yeah.
They got through the gate.
So that's nice. Good for you, Jeremy. The group's kind of falling apart. Jeremy's being a real dick.
Fucked.
Yeah.
But, like, they talk about it a couple times, like, going back, but obviously they know that that's not really a viable option because they see what happened to Zoe and the other guy. Like, obviously they tried to go back and now he's just a part of the place, right? There's nothing they can do. And then this gate, was this the town, I think, where they met the preacher?
No, that was the second gate. That's when they took Vanessa.
Because then, what's her name? Trina took the book.
Yeah,
right?
After that, she has this book, and she keeps flipping through it like a psychopath.
She's reading it, even though she's not supposed to be reading it.
Yeah, but and already she's acting weird and squirrely. They get to the next gate, and part of the game, where it's this house that everything is made of flesh. And it's gross and weird.
It's the mansion that they read about in the novel.
This one fucked me up because as soon as they go in and they shut the door, like they were all together when they came inside, and then boom, they're all alone.
Every single one
of them is alone. They can't see anyone.
Yeah.
But Sarah feels someone grab her, and she's like,
she
"Oh
fucking
fuck!"
runs.
And she darts.
Everyone else pulls out their phone, and they can see each other in the phone
through the phone,
which is really cool,
amazing. And like they all know sign language, so they all communicate still, which is good on them. Yeah. That we should learn sign language in case we're in some kind of spooky situation.
Yeah. Can we learn sign language in Pathfinder?
Ooh,
because you know when you've been silenced. Yeah. I feel like that'd be really useful.
Well, no,
I guess that's part of Common, though.
Yeah, and we have like communicative
technicalities
in our minds. Yeah, we can talk to each other in our minds.
Telepathy.
So, the group is like, "Well, fuck, we gotta get Sarah now, the idiot." And they meet other people in the house. They meet Grace, who was a traveler on this road who has not died yet.
She was with Zoe and the other guy.
She's been there for a while. She's fucked up.
Since 2014.
Yeah, she meets Mel and Anthony and all them. And then Sarah finds Becca, who is understandably fucked
amazing.
up.
What a twist.
She has seen some shit. She's happy to see her sister, but, you know, she's been here for a year. She's really, oh boy.
And she says that she hasn't aged, so she's like, you're my older sister now.
Yeah. And they come across Zach, who died.
Oh, his body's just behind one of the doors.
And then Becca tells Sarah that fucking Grace killed him because you have to leave the house in a pair.
Yeah.
And Grace didn't have a pair. So she fucking killed Zach to have Becca as her pair.
Because she tried to convince Zach to leave Becca behind and make Grace the pair with him. And he said no, so she stabbed him. And now Becca refuses to free her. So she said, if I have to stay here, that's fine, as long as this bitch doesn't get free. Meanwhile, the whole group is with Grace. They have no idea. And all they're trying to do in this mansion, which is fucking dope. It's like a ton of doors and hallways that are all spooky. And
it's very a House of Leaves.
Yes. Oh, I loved that.
And there are weird creatures in it.
Like spider creatures, like a black and a white spider. And then there's the woman with the candle.
The lantern, yeah.
And she like follows noise and stuff, I think. And the spiders are afraid of her. So the spiders kill everything and then she can kill them.
Out of everything, this is the worst fucking one. To be stuck 100%. In that stupid fucking house. Because it always changes.
Yes.
And it
very House of Leaves.
Yeah, fucking hell, I would just kill myself in there.
Oh my god, I can't believe she lasted a year in that fucking house.
And the whole house is the road this time.
Yes, yeah. So at least you can go anywhere. Yeah. You don't have to worry about like that room isn't kosher, but I'm being chased.
So they do all get out. Yeah. Grace fucking snatches Kyle, snatch and run, y'all. She literally snatches and runs with Kyle, and then the other
You're my partner.
The other ones pair off and go out. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And Anthony and Becca immediately are making out in the corner. And Sarah's like, that's cool. I'm your sister. You didn't cry when you hugged me. But all right.
Yeah, because she saw her and she's like, what are you doing here? But then she saw Anthony. She's like, Anthony.
It's teenage hormones, man.
I know.
They
were in love. And I mean, it's your sister. You're just like, wow, I can't believe you came and you found me. But then you see like the boy you love came and found you. And you're just like, oh, my heart.
So the monster's chasing them. It's getting real sketchy real fast. They go off-road briefly.
Yep.
And the monster catches their scent and basically rips Grace and Jeremy apart. Real sad.
Oh my god. Sorry.
How rude of you. And then Trina reads the book and goes fucking insane to stop the monster.
Monster's about to kill Sarah.
Yeah.
And she like jumps in the way and she starts reading the book.
And she can't fucking
out
stop.
Loud.
Yeah.
And it's like consuming her. She becomes like this kind of monster and ends up like overpowering the demon.
Like it kills both of them. Mm-hmm. And everything's real sad. Mm-hmm. But, you know, life goes on, except the ones that died.
Sacrifice is the name of the game.
Gotta keep going, gotta huff it. So, then they go to the lighthouse. Here's where, like...
That was the next next road, the lighthouse, right? The next gate, I mean.
It's not that I didn't like the book at this part, but it got a little weird from here on out to the ending.
Oh, so that other stuff was just normal?
Oh, yeah. I was totally on board with all that.
Okay.
And then they
I
get
thought
to
this got pretty cool, the lighthouse, too.
Again, this is very Annihilation. The Annihilation
Yes,
was at
the
lighthouse.
Yeah, 100%.
So they go to this lighthouse, and then they realize the road, they have to cross this lake, and the beam from the lighthouse shows them the road.
See, I like that because that was a very video game puzzle. Like, how do we find where the road is? And they're like, let's try turning on the lighthouse. So they put a bulb in, and it lights the path. This seems important.
Yeah. Always touch everything in a video game. If you're confused, just like,
does this work?
Every fucking thing. Sure, you might set off every trap, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah, because in real life, you have no trap.
That's how I got out of Tomb Raider, man. Just like, what can I touch? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
And before they move on, Sarah and Mel kiss. And
yeah, it's a nice little moment. They're like, you know what? Yay. We do like each other.
And they're lesbians, so they'll probably move in together after this 100%.
As soon as they leave, they're moving in
together. So they go on the boat, and big surprise, go south. The light starts to dim. The blackness overtakes them. Sarah, the clown, gets knocked into the water.
Almost drowns and dies.
But then she gets saved by this weird bearded bro. I was like, all right. Who is this guy that wandered onto the road? Fucking Sailor Joe from who knows when. Right? And
he just lives
the
there.
1800s. Yeah. And instead of leaving, he's like, no, I think I'll be a guide for people.
Yeah.
Bro, you can leave.
No, he
grab
likes
a solo traveler
that's like
and leave.
That's a real dad right
there.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just
I need to help the youth.
The
idiots that come here.
You do you, bro.
Yeah.
So he's been there for fucking who knows. He's losing it. He's just a weird bro.
He's been there longer than Lucy, right?
Yeah. And he brings Sarah to her group, and Lucy's there.
Yay.
And
it seems like they had been there a while. It seems weird because they've got camp set up. Like they're sitting around
just
a fire,
been straight chilling.
They're like, "Oh shit, you're alive! Wow, we're so pleased." Thanks for showing up with fucking Trader Joe over here.
And Lucy explains that she's been here the whole time.
Yes.
Because to get to the last gate,
you need a partner.
You need a partner because the road isn't a solid road. It's all chopped up now. You have to go off-road. Yeah. Which is great.
And you have to have a partner in order to leave. And she hasn't had a partner who survived.
She keeps trying.
Because everyone keeps coming in pairs anyway. So even if they were both alive, like they're both alive, they're going to get there on their own. They're not going to be like, oh, you stay. I'll get Lucy. Obviously, that'd be stupid.
Yeah. So she's finally, we can all leave.
Yes.
Here's my disappointment because they have to go off-road.
They do.
You saw what happened when they went off-road the one time.
Yeah.
The monster came. I thought it would be this whole big, trippy, scary thing. They kind of gloss over it real fast. Like, they go off-road. It's a little weird for a while.
I guess that's true.
You really only see what happens to Sarah and Lucy. They see their regrets and, like, things they're afraid of. So Sarah sees the moment on the bridge where she convinces Anthony to come with him, and she feels she's guilty.
She sees an altered version of that.
Yeah.
Right? Because the road is giving her the memory of, like, you made them come and join you here. You told him to come. Whereas in reality, she told them not to join her. She told them, like, no, it's dangerous. You guys shouldn't come with me. I can do this. Whereas the road is like, you told them to come. You made them come here. You're the reason they're all dead. Blah.
And then Lucy sees herself getting pushed against a tree and killed by her brother.
Yeah, what an asshole brother. Who just does that?
Sarah should have looked more closely into that.
I know. Because she sees it happen. She sees the
and Lucy's like, oh, don't worry about that.
Until they get to the end of the road and Lucy starts dying. And it's like, why are you bleeding? Oh, my God.
Turns out Lucy was never Lucy.
Yeah. Lucy died the moment she went on the road.
Yeah, basically. Her brother killed her. Yeah. And Dahut, who is what created this whole clusterfuck.
And is in, like, the legends, and they've talked about Dahut this whole time.
Yeah, I guess she's like some kind of witch who... Yeah. She's trying to unleash her lover, who is probably some...
Behind that gate.
So the last thing, there's this huge gate, and there's a crowd of people around it. People that you assume have died somewhere on the road. Yeah. And they're guarding this gate, and someone's banging on the gate.
I think that's her lover.
That's her lover for sure, because the legend says she wants to unleash her lover and he'll drown the world. So if you open that fucking gate, the whole world's going to die.
Exactly.
These two are like fucking demons here. So she went into Lucy thinking it was her ticket out, but then she didn't realize that Lucy was dying.
Yeah.
So she's been waiting the whole time for someone. So she goes into Sarah. And when Sarah gets there, she's like, guys, we should open this gate. And everyone's like, well, let's pump the grates here. Yeah. Sarah, this doesn't seem right.
That sounds silly.
Yeah. And so, again, this is really fast cutting between interviews and what happened.
Yeah.
Because it turns out, so you find out that Mel and Becca survived.
Yeah.
And they contacted Ashford because they think something's wrong with Sarah.
Yes.
And, like, she hasn't been herself.
So then you're like, oh, she got out and the hut is still in her.
Yes.
And it's like, damn, that's fucking spooky.
Yeah. So, and that's what they all think.
Yeah.
And so they want to, so you see in a video that, of course, again, they don't remember because the hut took their memory of it. Sarah's like, I'll stay here. You and Becca leave.
Yeah.
Anthony and Becca leave. But then the hut kills Anthony.
Yes.
And erases their memory. Her and Becca fuck off. And so then in present time, Ashford is like, we got to exorcise you.
Yeah.
Which is like, I did not in this book think exorcism was going to pop up, but here we go.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
nice
look,
little twist.
I don't know how to tell you this. You might die during this. It's a dicey procedure.
Right? Oh, my God.
Which is, at least he admits it.
Oh,
Normally
100%.
in like these movies with exorcism, he's like, yeah,
you'll
be fine.
It's good.
Who's ever died from an exorcism? A lot of people. So Sarah's like, okay, yeah, exorcise me. And Becca's in the room with him. And then he leaves, and it turns out Sarah is Sarah.
Yeah.
The hut is now in Becca. And because she realizes that Sarah was fighting her too much.
Yes. Becca was an easier host.
Yeah, because she's had a year to toy with her.
Exactly. To whisper into her
So
ear.
Dr. Ashford, God bless me, he's like, hey, Sarah, you want to come out here real quick?
We need to prep Sarah. You wait here,
chill,
Becca.
Chill. And so then he's like, okay, we got to exorcise your sister.
Yeah. So they only knew this because Anthony, as he was dying, he was filming everything. And he told Sarah as she left, take my phone.
Yeah, document.
And hide it. And she did. And then all of the stuff where Dahut ends up in Sarah, that's on his phone. That's recorded completely. So she knows, or when Dahut goes to Becca, she sees it. She knows that recording ends up, like, Mel finds it in Sarah's bedroom, shows it to Ashford. They know, which is super dope. What a twist. And then now suddenly they're exorcising Becca.
Yeah, and here's the ending that was kind of disappointed. I'm not sure what happened.
And I think that's very found footage, though. Because most found footage things, you end it and you're like, did things work out?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
So he's doing the exorcism, and then Sarah, it's going bad. And then Sarah's like, no, Becca, you got to come out. And she touches her sister.
Yeah, she says, whatever walked here, walked alone before the exorcism. She says that. And then when they're exorcising Becca, she says, Becca, you need to come with me. We can walk this together or whatever. And then the video cuts out. Yeah.
And then Ashford and his assistant are at a gas station. And Miranda, the ghost Miranda, who is his assistant's sister. Yeah. She shows up and gives him something. And like someone is still in, like someone's reading all of Ashford's files. Yeah. As if something happened here. And there's I'm thinking that they didn't exorcise Dahut, but they found a way to make Becca have control over herself.
I think so.
Because she takes that photo of herself where there's like a shadow thing. So
because she is like a little photographer, right? And she has a self-portrait. The only thing she's posted at like in months is a self-portrait of her in front of a mirror. And in the mirror's reflection, you can see like a shadow hand reaching out like to touch Becca. Now, that's either Becca trying to escape or it's DeHut. But DeHut wouldn't take a self-portrait, right? Because she's not the artist.
If DeHut was there, she would probably have unleashed her boyfriend.
100%. So I think she's got DeHut subdued, but she probably just doesn't feel like Becca anymore. You know? So that's why she's not really active.
Bummer of a life. She got this weirdo witch demon in her forever.
And then Sarah and...
Mel
are together, and they only have their pictures from like a coffee date or something. So it's all very...
It's like very open-ended, but again, someone is investigating this whole investigation.
Yeah.
So I feel like something happened.
100%, but everyone seems to have lived. Just apparently they can't ask Ashford. Like, I guess maybe Ashford's refusing interviews or something. Like, he doesn't want to talk about it because the whole time you're thinking, like, who requested the files?
Maybe Becca / DeHut, like, DeHut gained control for a second and hurt someone.
Maybe.
I know the cops are looking into it. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's all very open-ended.
Yeah, but we don't know who requested the files, like to look at Ashford's files. We don't know who actually acquired the files because it says that they took them without him knowing. And we have no idea what happened, obviously.
Which is fine.
Which is cool.
But like, I'm too triggered with horror movies because they do that all the time.
They fucking do.
And you're always there like, well, what the fuck?
I know.
Now what?
Yeah.
But it was very good.
Oh,
and all the characters, I actually cared about the characters.
Yes. Sometimes you're just like, fuck it, let them all die. I don't know shit about any of them.
But
it did a good job making
really
us like them all.
Yeah.
Even Trina and Kyle with the whole stepdad thing.
Oh yeah, I'm on Trina's side. He was a dick.
100%. And because Kyle was like this shy, quiet, like really sweet boy, and he kept beating on Kyle. So she's like, fuck you, and she killed him. I mean, I don't think she meant to kill him. I think she just meant to hurt him, right? And then he died. And then obviously the cops think she killed him and ran away.
Yeah, also the cops seem to forget about everything too.
Yes. Which very strange.
Yeah.
So everyone seems to be at the mercy of DeHut's mind wipe.
Yep, 5 kids are missing, but whatevs.
Whatever. What happened with this Trina's
bear?
stepdad?
Bear must have got him. Bear must have got him.
Got in the house, fucking hit him over the head with a rock. I don't know.
That's Bear's do.
It's Bear.
What do you want from us?
Yep, small town.
Very good, Bob.
Oh, yeah, and then Becca came back, and they think, like, oh, you ran away with Zach, but now you're back, and...
Yeah, she literally just came back like, hey,
yeah.
I'm around.
Well, people stopped looking for her thinking she ran away with her boyfriend. And Sarah's like, she would not fucking do that. And they just didn't believe her. They're like, no, she ran away with her boyfriend.
Also, even if she did, if I was her mom.
Look for her.
I would fucking hire a million private investigators.
Exactly. Like, what if the boyfriend is really abusive and he, like, forced her to go away with him?
I know,
what I mean?
like,
and
her,
she's trapped.
I know, like, her and her parents, they were having some issues. But still, I would want to know where the fuck my daughter went.
100%.
And, like, even if she wanted to stay there, like, fine, as long as I know, like,
she's
you're
safe.
alive.
I know she's here. I'm happy. Great.
But again, it's probably DeHut, like, no, don't worry about it. You don't care. And everyone's like, yeah, I guess I don't care.
Yeah, so it was never Lucy that was whispering to her, right? It was DeHut.
Oh, it's DeHut.
The whole time.
Lucy
DeHut
died.
was telling her, like, come to the road, find me.
Lucy did, in fact, die. Poor old Lucy.
Lucy was dead, yeah. Just like they thought. I mean, she did make it onto the road, but she was still dead.
It's exactly what they said. Her brother fucking killed her. Man.
Although I missed at the beginning that she was, like, 15 or whatever. So I was picturing this, like, little girl the whole book. And then at the end, when it was talking about her as, like, a teenager, I was like, oh, fuck. So even now when I think back, I'm still picturing her as this little girl in her, like, flower girl dress.
Yeah, they describe her like a child. Me too. But then they're like, oh, she's 15.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Oh, fuck, okay. I guess even as a 15-year-old, you wore stupid dresses.
No, it was, like, Victorian times,
I know.
wasn't it?
Well...
No, it was like
it was
the
early
50s.
1900s.
Oh, okay.
I think it was early, like the 20s or something. Yeah.
Bridesmaids dresses, man.
And she was trying to tell them, oh, like I'm a matured mind. I'm 80 by now. Like DeHut's like what, a couple hundred?
Oh yeah, DeHut's a
super old,
super deep. I don't know what the fuck. What is DeHut?
I don't know. I think that's part of the awesomeness is that her the whole thing about DeHut kept coming up throughout the road, and you're wondering, like, how is this legend going to be involved?
And then,
like,
boom,
surprise, the bitch is there.
Yeah, the Exorcism threw me for a loop.
Oh, 100%.
I really thought there was just going to be a struggle to get off this road.
Yeah,
but like,
I also
Exorcism.
didn't think the whole book would be the road, which I loved. I loved that it was all the road.
Oh, it was
that was
so
great.
good. It was so spooky.
So
great
spooky.
descriptions. I felt like I was there.
This would be great as a movie.
They should fucking make it.
They should
into a
make
movie.
this
Netflix.
Oh, this
or
would
a
make
show or something.
No, this would make a great Netflix movie.
Come on,
100%.
do it.
Yeah, like Eli, because it's got the surprise ending, surprise Exorcist. So when you guys advertise the movie,
I love shit set in the woods.
Yes,
every time I see
always
a poster
scary.
with trees, I'm like, fuck yeah,
it's always
let's
scary.
go.
Yeah, except the forest, that wasn't very good.
Oh yeah, so like she's in Japan. She goes into the suicide
forest.
Yeah.
I mean, it was okay.
Good twist.
It was a good twist. It was. But I hate when they do twins and just have the same actor twice.
Yeah.
Like, do fraternal twins. You don't have to do identical twins. Do fraternal. Make it a guy and a girl or something. I don't know. They can still be just as connected.
Wow. Miss Hollywood over here. Why don't you go there and rewrite it?
Yep. That's what I'll do.
12 out of 10. Love this fucking book.
Oh, it was so good.
Had me hooked the whole time. Once they got on the road, I didn't want to stop reading.
I know. I read this in a week, and then I spent the second week not reading anything, and I was sad.
Fascinating. Oh,
yeah.
For a YA, it blew my mind.
I know.
If this was normal fiction, it would fit right in.
I wouldn't have thought this was a YA other than like teenage love story, obviously, right? Because they don't really do that.
They're all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Basically, if a road appears in front of you, don't fucking go on the road.
Go on the road. But follow the rules. So I guess. Everyone died. Everyone dies that goes on this goddamn road.
Yeah. Just don't do it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Moral of the story, don't go on the road. Don't go.
Oh, shit. We're starting a new thing now.
Okay, we've got some book club questions.
I don't know what we're going to call this hot segment. Picture like some
my favorite book
music.
clubs questions. Brandon, we need a song for this segment.
Yeah, put it in like a new segment. We're each doing 2? 1?
Sure. How did the setting of this book impact the story? Location, time period, or both? I liked that it was modern, so they had cell phones that they could use. Yeah. I like that she made the cell phones relevant.
Mm-hmm. But then on the road, it's in the past.
Yes. Oh, we didn't talk about this, but every time they showed cell phone video footage, it was the same time.
Oh, yeah.
It was all 12:49.
Yeah.
Every time. It was 12:49.
Oh, yeah, when they come back.
How is it still 12:49?
When they come back, it's like no fucking time. Or like half an hour. Shit, it was fine. Yeah. But they stayed on the road for what felt like forever. Like weeks. Yeah.
Which was very cool. That definitely impacted it because that makes it seem very supernatural.
Oh, the setting was amazing.
It was amazing. And again, like you said, spooky forest. Perfect.
Yeah, but you have the forest, you have a haunted bog, you have the weird flesh house.
Yeah.
You have
the lighthouse.
The lighthouse. Yeah. The shit in the water, the blackness. Oh my God.
All contained within this forest.
This weird fucking forest. Jesus. What if you're just a bloke walking your dog on the fucking
and you
nice
see the
trail,
road and you're like, I'm going to go down this road.
And then you're like, wait a fucking second. I didn't bring a key. I wasn't privy to this. I don't know the rules here.
Can I go back?
Yeah.
I guess your dog would count as your pair.
Oh,
you can't be racist against having a dog. You know, in Buddhism, we're all equal.
If maybe you can go back if you don't go through the first gate.
Oh, like if you got to the first gate and you're like, well, fuck this, and then just turn around? Probably.
Yeah. Be like, nah.
I imagine.
We should block a fence off this forest.
I don't know. Then we wouldn't get any more cool books.
That's true.
If you could write one more chapter after the ending, what would you write? Well, 100% I'd write what happened to Becca afterwards.
Yeah, is the hut in her?
Yes.
How'd they sort that out? What's the plan here, guys?
What's the plan? Yeah. Not necessary, but that would be also cool.
Yeah.
Just to know. That'd be kind of cool.
I agree.
Yeah. Fucking the hut.
If you were in charge of casting the movie version of this book, who would you cast as each character?
I don't know child actors' names. I feel like, what's his name? Let's just cast all of Stranger Things and It.
Too young.
Are they too young?
They're teenagers.
I know. By the time they get to now, they're teenagers.
Yes.
This movie's all teenagers.
You know what? Put Timothy Chalamet. He's a hot young actor now.
What about Finn? Finn or what's his name?
Finn Wolf. Yeah, he could be if he had like 3 more years on him. He could maybe be Anthony.
I feel like he could be Jeremy. He plays a really good dickhead.
No, there's a kid in it's in this Netflix show. He's already deaf.
Oh.
He could be Jeremy.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I would put like, oh fuck.
I don't know any kid actors. Who would be
You know
Sarah?
what? The girl from The Witcher that plays Ciri, put her in here somewhere.
Okay.
She was good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a lot of characters. This is a bad question. There's a lot of characters. Jesus Christ. Let's see here. What was your favorite moment in the book? Oh, no, wait. If you had to trade places with any character in the book, who would you choose and why?
Oh, fuck that. Oh, who would I trade places with? Oh, everybody seems to suck. Everyone's situation sucks.
Oh, yeah. Mel. She got out. She's fine.
You know what?
She doesn't have a demon in her.
She doesn't have a demon in her. Her sister doesn't have a demon in her. Mm-hmm. And she's got a girlfriend out of the whole situation. Mm-hmm. Fuck it. Yeah, it'd be Mel. Yeah. She's just a casual. She just left the forest and she's like, oh, we're done? Cool. Sarah, you want a date now? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Love Mel.
Oh, your sister's possessed? Sorry about that.
Bystander, yeah.
Yeah.
She sees an exorcism. True. That's exciting.
That is exciting.
And she doesn't die during it.
She has a fucking girlfriend at the end of it. No. Yeah. Good pick.
You did it, Mel.
Mm-hmm. You did it, Mel. You survived. This book's about you.
Yeah.
Love it. Oh, great book.
Well, that concludes YA.
Yep.
See, they're not as bad.
I know.
As you thought they would be.
That's why I chose this theme to challenge ourselves.
As long as you looked for something without a love triangle.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that the theme was also missing sisters.
Yeah.
It made it good, right? Because instead of the dynamic being fully about a guy and a girl, right? Mm-hmm. The dynamic is about a girl and her sister. And then sure, there's a love interest, whatever, but it's about a girl and her sister. Mm-hmm. I don't have a sister, but it was still a cool dynamic to go for YA.
Yeah, it was cute. I like it much better because teen men, Jesus
I know, they're
Christ.
fucking annoying.
Well, we are now moving on to our next theme. Which is space. Oh
my God, I had such a hard time choosing a book.
I had a book immediately. I found this book randomly in the library. It sounded dope. We got to go. Because we only had that one space book.
That's true. Our first one.
This is our official space theme.
And there were a couple that I really liked the sound of, but they didn't exist in the library. And they were not really on Amazon. It was like buy from a used book. And I'm not buying a used book from some stranger on Amazon. I don't know. It won't arrive, or it's got like fucking
my
sticky
library
pages.
has a pretty good sci-fi section, which I appreciate. Good. Yeah.
Well, I chose, which sounds really cool because I'm pretty sure it's only 2 characters in the whole fucking story. The Luminous Dead by Caitlin Starling. She even has a space name. Mm-hmm. Starling. Okay, where's the description here? Synopsis. When Geyer Price lied her way into this expedition, she thought she'd be mapping mineral deposits, and the greatest dangers might be cave-in collapses and gear malfunctions. She also thought the fat paycheck meant she'd get a skilled surface team monitoring her suit and environment, keeping her safe, keeping her sane. Instead, she got M. M sees nothing wrong with controlling Geyer's body with drugs or withholding critical information to ensure the smooth operation of her expedition. M knows all about Geyer's falsified credentials and has no qualms using them as a leash and a lash. And M has secrets too. Well, duh. As Geyer descends, mounting inconsistencies, missing supplies, unexpected changes in the route, and worst of all, shifts in M's motivations weigh on her more than the rocks overhead. Lost and disoriented, Geyer finds her sense of control giving way to paranoia and anger. On her own in this mysterious, deadly place, surrounded by darkness and the unknown, Geyer must overcome more than just the dangerous terrain and the tunneler that calls the underground its home. If she wants to make it out alive, she must confront the ghosts in her own head. But why can't she shake the feeling she's being followed? So I read a little bit so
Me
far.
too. I'm on like chapter 2.
Yeah.
Red flag
I like it so
everywhere.
far. I know.
Girl.
So the caver is the cave diver, the one who's going in, mapping everything so that they can try and sell everything to the miners, to a mining company. The tunneler is like, I guess, creatures or beings that live in the tunnels and attack you.
Evil glowy worms.
Evil glowy worms.
Because it's called the Luminous Dead.
No, you're right.
They're in a cave.
Something's got to glow.
Glowworms.
Something's got to glow. And then there's the base, which is, in this case, just M instead of a whole team of people, which is hilarious. So I'm excited. This should be good. Yeah. I love space.
Space. What planet are they on?
Cassandra V.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't...
Whatever that is.
Yeah. But it sounds like they've had colonization on many planets. Like they are
we're in
humans.
The future.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, it looks good. It sounds good so far. They mentioned Annihilation again. So I'm into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great movie, y'all.
I know. Great movie.
All right. Wow.
What do we make for space theme? I'm picturing Pop Rocks.
Ooh, that's cute. Oh, we'll figure.
A Pop Rocks drink.
I want to find, like, they have the dehydrated food that astronauts eat.
Oh, my God.
I got to make something with that.
Like Sugar Rush? Mm-hmm. That was so funny. We're using dehydrated carrots, but we're rehydrating them. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Yeah. I don't know. It's got to be colorful like your shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's an alien on my shirt.
You chose the wrong time to wear the alien shirt.
I know. I have more alien shirts. Don't you worry about it.
I have none.
Alrighty. Well... That was YA. And join us for space time.
It was great.
Space.
What episode number is this?
Yeah.
42.
Ooh.
Join us for 43.
We'll have a boob tube
The
coming
Luminous
up
Deb.
The Witcher.
The Witcher. Yes.
Already watched
finished
it.
Yet.
Already watched it.
I'm only on episode 3.
We'll discuss
so
after.
good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty.
That's been Chelsea.
And that was Lillian.
Have yourself a day.
Have a day.
No.
Have a good one on us.
Don't go on the
for
road.
free.
Don't
go on the fucking road. The fuck out of there, bitch. Bye.